r/AskReddit. Have any Redditors been hypnotized? How real is hypnosis? It is fantastic. You should schedule an appointment with your local hypnotist. Now. Hypnosis is real and studied. It is believed to be a deep form of pretending. I'm phrasing that really crudely. But, because it is pretending and acting, you have to be willing and accepting. You can't be hypnotized randomly or against your will. My sister's friend was hypnotized at a comedian stand-up in a casino. It was taped. She said they tested people in the audience first and she was one of the ones who was picked. My sister and I watched the video and was laughing so hard. She didn't do anything really funny, but the comedian had a guy call up his friends and family then tell them he sucked dicks for wood nickels. I'm still giggling thinking about that. The poor guy. Of course it is real in the sense that it brings about very real effects. It is essentially a very deep meditative state in which you are in complete control. I am talking about therapeutic hypnosis, by the way, not the shitty stuff stage magicians do for drunk college students. Hypnotherapy has been a vital part in my overcoming my fear of flying. I would recommend it to anyone who is open-minded to it. Really? You're asking Redditors if they have ever been hypnotized? Have you ever taken 5 minutes to check out your favorite subreddits, then realized 3 hours have passed but can't remember what you did? Reddit is hypnotism. A guy also came to my school and did a hypnosis show. I had seen his show a handful of times before and decided that I would give it a shot. I am a huge skeptic, so I wanted to debunk this. He first hypnotized us for about 5-10 minutes using a tape and his voice. I fell asleep, I guess, and wake up and everyone on stage has fallen all over each other. I feel normal, a little groggy, but overall I feel like I have all my senses don't feel different at all. Eventually he ends up touching his nose, and when he does this I immediately bounce up from chair and start yelling at him. Although it felt no pain, it seemed as if the chair had bit me. I embarrassingly sit back down. This happens twice more. The last time I legit start crying and yelling at him to make it stop. My friends in the audience say it was a typical reaction I would give. It was very bizarre cause although I knew nothing was happening it felt very real. I'm still skeptical that hypnosis is real, but I reacted the way I reacted without having any knowledge that the chair was supposed to bite me before it did. Who knows? My girlfriend was. She was doing stuff that she would never do in front of friends, let alone a large group of people. It was all in good fun though. It only works if you actively accept it. You can snap out of it at any time. But my girlfriend said that it was an equivalent of the best nap she's ever had. Stage hypnosis is very different from therapeutic hypnosis. A trained psychologist can induce hypnosis, which is very much along the lines of deep meditation. In high school, when I was having anxiety about this one thing, hypnosis helped me get past the mind blocks. It's like being led deep inside your brain to a very calm, quiet place where you can watch your thoughts drift by without having to do more than acknowledge them. There was a guy who came to my university doing a hypnosis act. In the auditorium he said the first 50 people to get to the stage would be hypnotized. Being very curious, I calmly hopped over to rows of seats and sprinted to the stage, jumping over someone who tripped. Then the guy started his act. He basically said that you could only get hypnotized if you actively tried. He said that he used a special rhythmic form of speech that would relax our minds and give him some kind of control of us. He made several people do some really strange things, like one guy howled at the moon like a wolf, and a girl forgot the number 6. She counted on her fingers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Although I never felt like I was being controlled, it did seem to work on some people, so I can't say with any certainty that it was completely fake. One cool thing that he did was to tell us all to imagine that we were outside beside a swimming pool on a really hot day, and to imagine it getting hotter and hotter and hotter. I think I actually started sweating. I have been hypnotized. It is real, in the sense that I was led to follow instructions that I would have not followed in real life, or that would not have resulted in real feelings. The best example I can give, one of the scenes was a horse race. There were 7 of us on stage. We counted off and our number was our horse's number. We were to yell for our horse. The louder we yelled, the faster the horse would run. We were also told that we had placed a bet on our horse. The bet was everything we owned or could borrow, the mortgage, cars, wife's jewelry, etc. So, the race starts. I knew there were no horses. I knew we were on stage putting on a show in front of an audience. But I also knew that I needed my horse to win. So I cheered my horse on like my very life depended on it. When the race was over, we were all told that the 8th horse won. We all lost. I was completely devastated. For real, as sad and lost as I have ever felt. Again, full well knowing where I was. It is bizarre and fun and a bit scary that I can let myself go like that. I was hypnotized at a graduation and it seemed to work. I was aware of what I was doing, but instead of being embarrassed or having stage fright, I was easily able to do stupid silly stuff and didn't give a shit. It's similar to being drunk. You know what you are doing yet treat the situation differently. You're totally right. Thanks for watching. Please leave a like, share and subscribe for more.